update. This update is for Tuesday, the 13th of May, 2025, 8:25 a.m. Central Time. I'm a bit late today in everything that I'm doing. The NFIB, the Small Business Optimism Index, went up to 95.8. They expected a 95, and it was 94.7 in March. So that's a very good set of numbers. You can see the CPI numbers, and this was the smallest real increase when you go to look at these numbers, how they go month to month and year to year, in a long time. One of the sets is, in fact, the lowest since February 2021, but they're still going up. And while the markets, there were no surprises here, they still, from the prior month, they were up from a negative 0.1 to the headline up 0.2. So any way you want to look at it, that's it. And I think it's going to creep on you. You know, tariffs are here to stay. How much? That's the question, but they're here to stay, and tariffs will affect pricing. You're already seeing it in Ford. You're seeing it in other parts that are raising preemptively as they realize that they have no choices but to do that. They can pass on a certain amount they feel. Redbook sales, instead of 6.5%, 7%, we fell back to 5.8%. We're going to get API numbers today. Now, as you know, the president is in Saudi Arabia. If you're watching, for example, Bloomberg, they're covering that right now. And we will see what he walks away with in deals. They were signing memorandums of understanding. And you're up in most stock indices other than the Dow today. The dollar's giving back about 1/3 of the gains as other currencies gain on it. As we step over to the oil, I want you to pay attention to this market because very shortly we're going to find out if Russia and Ukraine can reach a deal to make a truce, or if Russia's going to get hit with huge sanctions by the European Union, the United States, and the UK in ways meant to cripple their oil. And at the same time, I just read an article that Aramco out of Saudi Arabia can move from their 9.4, 9.6 oil production right now to 12 million barrels a day in a matter of weeks. That's just them. There's other countries out there. So whatever Russia's doing can be made up of very quickly, and I'm sure that that's weighing on what Russia's thinking about because they need that money. And more crippling of fleets that carry their oil, the banking systems, doesn't help them. And I know you're going to write me and say they don't deal with that anyways. That's not quite true. Tankers need insurance. You saw the tankers that were stopped. China's now talking different to the United States. They might feel the pressure from that if they want to keep this relationship better. It's a 90-day grace period. But you are up in most of the energies. I like gasoline longer term right here. What else? Well, this is your Mother's Day week. You get 1/3 off any of my research packages. Just go to iraepstein.com. When you go to the word in there, the research pricing, it's all there for you. It's very simple. I've sent out an email to everybody. There's also going to be an icon up here you can click. And over here, if you're watching me on YouTube, there'll be a circle with a dot in it. Give it a click. It'll take you right to the link under this email, under this video, and give that, and away you go. The sale ends very shortly. You want to take advantage of it because it won't be lasting too long. Again, you get 3 months for the price of 2, and we no longer do monthly subscriptions. So the minimum amount are quarterly. This is a very interesting deal. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a